Well, folks, a new bill filed in the Missouri House last week would make it a Class E felony gun crime to buy a semi-automatic firearm in Missouri. Aaron Dorr here, guys, with the Missouri Firearms Coalition. We've been saying for a long time now the Democrats are getting bolder by the day here in Jeff City because Senate Republicans will not pass any pro-gun bills. And this new bill, House Bill 2523, is the worst example of this, at least so far this session. So watch this video, hit the link down below, and sign your petition against this new gun control bill. So this bill comes from St. Louis Democrat State Rep Ray Reed. Now, Reed's very young. If you look at his social media or his website, seems like his main reason for living is his driving goal of disarming the people of Missouri. It's all over his social media platforms. This is what he wants to do. So his bill, it does 3 or 4 different things. I'll break it down for you. First, this bill in Missouri would label all, and I do mean all, semi-automatic firearms as, quote, military firearms. It's on page 3, line 55 through 50. I think it goes through 57. I'll read it. It says, a military firearm is any repeating firearm whose action mechanism automatically loads ammunition in the chamber and prepares it for subsequent firing, but requires a shooter to manually discharge each shot. Now, if you're a gun owner, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, I'll make it very simple. There's full automatic firearms and there's semi-automatic firearms. Sounds similar. They're not. Full auto, very simple. You hold the gun, you pull a trigger, and it runs until the gun is out of ammo. Whether it's got 30 rounds, 100 rounds, one trigger pull, the gun goes full auto until it runs out of ammo. All the rounds fire with one trigger pull. Semi-automatic is different. Each time you pull a trigger, a bullet goes out the gun. So you have to pull it each individual time. This bill blurs that distinction. This bill says that all semi-automatic firearms will now be classified as military firearms. So in other words, your Glock 19 is now a military firearm. Your kid's Ruger 1022, your Stoeger 12-gauge pheasant hunting shotgun, all of these are now reclassified and made illegal to buy here in Missouri. Second, the bill makes it a crime to transfer any one of these now designated military firearms. It's on page 9, line 15 through 19. And it says it's a crime to, quote, knowingly sell, offer for sale, lease, loan, give away, or deliver any military-style firearm, provided this does not prohibit the sale or delivery of military-style firearms to the government, basically. So, like any good gun control bill, the government can have these firearms. It's just we, the people, who can't have these firearms. So if you have one of these guns today, which I'm sure most of us do, the gun dies with you. You can't give it away. You can't sell it. You can't give it to your kids, your grandkids. That gun effectively dies with you. Third, the bill makes it a Class C felony charge for anyone in Missouri to possess a firearm if they're under 21. This is on page 9, line 8. It's right there. So, and there's no carve out for self-defense, just to be clear. So if my 18-year-old daughter has to shoot somebody who's trying to break in the front door of our home when I'm driving back from a late night committee hearing in Jeff City, that would be a crime. If your son is home on military leave, he's 20 years old, he wants to shoot an AR-15 on your property, that would be a crime. The list is endless, and it's 100% asinine to try to say that a 20-year-old man, a 20-year-old woman somehow does not have the right to defend themselves. It's asinine. Fourth, this bill, it's House Bill 2523, changes current Missouri law, which allows for 19-year-olds to apply for a carry permit, and it raises that to 21 as well. That's on page 11, line 20. Now, the 8th Circuit, which governs and covers Missouri, has already said that requiring someone to be 21 to apply for a carry permit is totally unconstitutional. They nuked Minnesota's law, which said this 2 years ago. And now this clown, Representative Reed, is trying to force this law down our throats here in Missouri. Again, the courts have already said you can't do it. It's blatantly unconstitutional, but these leftist agitators don't care. These bills are filed, folks, for a few specific reasons. One of them is to gauge the Republicans here in Jeff City. and how they're going to react. And you and I both know how weak they are right now, especially in the Missouri Senate. And so anybody who says, well, gun control is dead automatically here in Missouri, I'm sorry, with all due respect, that's just ignorant. That's just absolutely ignorance. Indiana Republicans passed red flag gun seizures several years ago. Florida Republicans passed red flag laws, waiting periods, and bump stock bans just several years ago. Alabama Republicans regulated firearms accessories just last year. So anybody who says that we're never going to have a problem here in Missouri because of the GOP in charge is simply not aware of what's going on in the fight for gun rights. So the first reason these bills are filed is to test the resolve of the Republicans. But secondly, these Democrats want to test the resolve of us. What will we do as gun owners? Are we going to sit back and say, it could never happen here? Or do we get loud and thunder in opposition to this bill? This is a test, and we have to get loud and make sure everyone in Jeff City knows that anybody who votes for this trash will pay a tremendous price in the primary and or general elections later on this year, guys. Get loud, make your voice heard, hit that link, sign your petition if you can, chip in $20 and help us get the word out to more gun owners, and also share this video on social media. You can find it on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Help us get the word out. Stay tuned, guys. A lot more coming. We're only 10 days into the session, and things are happening very quickly. Stay tuned.